So as we turn to the Baruch Hu, which we typically call the call to worship, we have to look at it in many different ways. So in our book, you will see that when you see the Chatzi Kaddish, which comes after this part of Kabbalat Shabbat, you think, well, it's Kaddish. Why is Kaddish sitting there? And in the prayer notes, it says it's a liturgical comma. Okay, it's a time to kind of say, pause, something new is coming. And what's coming is Shema Uvirchoteha, which is the Shema and her blessings. The Baruch Hu also has many functions, right? It is a call to worship, and we'll talk about that in a second. It's also how we invite people to join us in blessing and prayer before the Torah is read. So it brings us all together to prepare our souls to worship. And also for our bat mitzvah, Hannah, tonight, she will say that prayer and become a bat mitzvah by, for the first time, calling her congregation to prayer through the Baruch Hu. So what's interesting is that from a lot of what I was looking at before tonight is how do we bless or praise the source of all blessing? Right? How do we offer a blessing to God, who is the source of all blessing? Now, what's interesting is Baruch Hu comes from levarech, which means to bless, and praise is a whole different word. It's hallel, right? Are you familiar with the word hallel? They're beautiful, also psalms that we say on festivals. So the idea, or one of the ideas that came to our scholars, is that it's not that God needs our praise and our prayer, so to speak, but they have roots in the Bible, right? We have thousands of years of our ancestors giving thanks, giving praise, and blessing God. And the whole idea of offering that praise while standing, some suspect, was the idea that that is what we used to do when we were in front of someone of a higher social status. So the idea was that a lot of times we relate to God in human ways, with human emotions and human features, even though we are specifically told not to, because that's what our human minds understand. So if we treat someone of higher status than ourselves by standing, all the more so, alachat kama v'chama, we would treat God that way. So when we teach you Baruch Hu, when are you supposed to bow? The second part. But a lot of times you see people bowing both times, right? But it truly is a call and response. It is the leader of the congregation calling the congregation to prayer. So it really should be a call and response. And the last thing I'll leave you with is the word hamvorach, which can be translated as the blessed one or one who blesses. It has no biblical precedent, which is really, really cool that it's in our liturgy. And the whole idea is to remind us that God is already blessed, the source of all blessing, and the one who blesses us. And so, please rise for the call to worship.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach.
You can be seated.